Hello everybody, and today we are going to launch 100 satellites to low Kerbin orbit in one launch. So as you can see, we've got quite the rocket here. Now we could even go to low Mun orbit. Problem is the antenna isn't big enough for that, so we can't do that unfortunately. But we can still do this, so that's cool. Okay, and the boosters, you've probably noticed how they're so far down. That is because I have made another version of this rocket where I would decouple the boosters, they would come back and collide with the rocket. And because I didn't want to put on the decoupling engines, I just made the boosters go really low. A giant fairing, because 100 satellites is not aerodynamic, as you can imagine. Okay, we're almost out of fuel for those boosters. Those boosters put fuel in the main stage, so even though the center core is actually on, it's not using any fuel, but it is from the side boosters, but not from its own fuel tank. So that's cool. Okay, anyway, we're now going to start turning to go into orbit. As you can see, that's what we're doing right now. Quick save. Okay, so Kerbal, it's not happy when you put a lot of objects, and each satellite has like 10 objects. So that's like 1,000 objects in the satellites. So Kerbal was a bit slow when I was playing this, but this is at 2 times speed right now, double normal speed. So that's cool. And the deployment looks really cool when I deploy 100 satellites. Okay, now the fairing we're going to deploy as soon as we're in space because it is really heavy. And we're out of fuel. And you can decouple. Bye-bye. Okay, those boosters are now going to fall back to the ground, where they will then collide with the ground and explode. Okay, there. We are now in space. Well, we're not in space. Our highest point is now in space. So that's fun. As you can see, we're going past 1 kilometer per second. That's fun. Oh, you guys should leave comments on what you want me to do, video ideas. Because I always like video ideas. Because I wasn't sure what to do. I have a big mission planned, but it's really not working. So that's going to be out soon though. But there's going to be other videos before then. Because it's just not working right. But yeah, you can put mission ideas in the comments if you want. Anyway. We can continue to go into orbit. Notice how we have 3 reaction wheels, plus every satellite has 1 small reaction wheel, which when you think about that, actually no they don't, but they have a probe core that has a reaction wheel inside. That's more than 100 reaction wheels, and yet it's still so slow. I have time warp in space because I turned it on while I was still in the atmosphere, in case you're wondering. Deploy the fairing, as I said I would. You can see that it looks kind of cool. Look at all the satellites there are. Look at all those solar panels. Like, that's a lot. So yeah, anyway, you can see the fairings. That will hopefully deorbit into the atmosphere, burn up, because space debris is not nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 0. And yes, I accidentally pressed space instead of Z, which decouples instead of turns on the engines. So I loaded the quick save, as you can clearly see me doing now, and I'm going to try that again, and hopefully this time I won't forget that, oh, it's not space, I need to press Z instead. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to try this again, and I did it again! I'm very smart, aren't I? Okay, this time it works though, I promise. I think it works. Okay. Yeah, it works this time. Time warp. Okay. We could go to the Mun or even Minmus now that I think about it. Maybe I'll launch 100 satellites to Minmus. Okay, yeah. Maybe for my 50 subscriber special. Oh wait, no. I already have an idea for that. Autostrat. I didn't have it on because I don't like it because sometimes it just makes it worse. You know? because things are stable, but if you have auto strat, it makes it unstable. Not sure why. Okay, I'm making an action group here so I don't have to individually deploy solar panel. Like that would take over an hour basically. But now I can make them deploy all at once like that. So I think that looks really cool, all those solar panels. If you think so, then that's cool, yeah. I hope you're enjoying this video. We're past halfway. We're almost in orbit. Okay. So that's fun. Now here, I tried using a mod that I got, but it actually made things slower. So, I'm not sure why, but that's pretty broken. Okay, anyway. We're now almost in orbit, as you can see on the map. Notice the Kerbal that is just on the ground. For some reason, I never bothered to recover him. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm pretty sure that's Jebediah Kerbin on the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recover him. I'll do that once I'm done doing this voiceover for this recording. Anyway, we're now in a good orbit. You can tell when you enter orbit because the camera will move, because that's what it does, and I can decouple now. Okay, and now the reason why things now sped up a lot is because I'm about to make another action group, and that's going to take me a while. So, this is at 4 times normal speed, because or else it would have taken a long time, and now we are at normal speed, just every 1 second equals 1 second for the deployment. And now people will be noticing, that's not the right amount of decouplers, is it now? And I'm wondering why, because I'm pretty sure everything had a decoupler. So, I'm not sure if this really counts, but I think this counts as 100 satellites in my opinion. There's 100 of them. Doesn't matter if you can't decouple them, does it? I feel like people will disagree, but I hope you agree with me, and anyway, I shall decouple very successfully. Watch this. So apart from a few solar panels being broken, just a few. Okay, now I said I didn't want to do space debris. I feel like that's a lot of debris. I'm sorry about all the space debris. Thanks for watching. I will see you on my next Kerbal video. Please like and subscribe, and leave comments on what you want me to do in my next video.